Hi everyone, it's Jessica here. So in this tutorial, I'll be showing you how to code the body, which will be the background and the main settings for the page, the links, and the classes. So here I am in my main folder. I'm going to go to public HTML, then I'm going to go over to the subdomain I'm using right now, and we're going to go ahead and open up our style sheet. Remember, we've already coded the whole entire site. We just need to code the style sheet now. So here's my picture. I'm going to go ahead and copy this picture and open it in folder filter. You can use anything that allows you to grab some of these 6-digit codes, which I told you in the last video were hex codes. They're color codes. So I'm going to pick up the color I want for my background and go ahead and copy that. Then in the style sheet, we're going to start off coding. The first thing you're going to make is the body. Within this, we'll go background, color, colon, and then we're going to add that hex code. You always want, okay, I've made the font bigger, so you're going to want always, every time you start off a section, you want to have this symbol, a colon, and then end with a semicolon. If you watched one of the last videos, then it goes over this so that you know what you're doing. So I recommend watching any of the past videos that are linked to in the info box. So after this body background color, we're going to go ahead and include some other sections, but we won't be using these in this done with these for now. There's also another one, but I'll talk about that later. So then what we're going to go and do is, just by default, I always add padding 0px and margin 0px. Then we're going to start coding the font. Now this font will go for the whole entire page unless you've set it to something else, which we'll go into later. So font dash family, and choose a basic font just for this purpose. So I'm going to go with Verdana and semicolon. Then font size, I'll go with 11 pixels. It's a nice basic font size. Font color. Now remember, we're going to want a 6-digit hex code. Okay, so I want for the main font, let's go with just a dark brown. I'll change this in different sections later. Font weight, normal. And text dash decoration, done. And that's the basic body. So let's go ahead and save this, and I'll show you what it looks like after I refresh the page. So here we have uncoded, or with the style sheet uncoded, and now we have this. Notice the difference? You see? There's subtle differences. There's the background, the font over here changed. Okay, now that we have our background coded, we're going to go ahead and get our classes. So in the last video, we went over classes, and we've already coded all of these classes into our header, our sidebar, and our content. So we shouldn't have to go back and do that. If you haven't watched the previous video and have no idea what I'm talking about, go ahead and watch the previous video and come back to this one. So we're using classes, as I stated a little while ago and in the last video. So we're going to start off with a period. Then we're going to put in our class name. My first class is header. This is what my header image is in. We're going to put a bracket. We're going to position it. So we're going to go position, absolute, then top, 0 pixels, left, let's go with roughly 400. So let's go with 400 on this one. Then width, my image is 800 pixels by 400 pixels. So width is 800 pixels, height is 400 pixels. And now I'm going to go ahead and close that and save it and refresh the page to make sure I did this correctly, because I make mistakes too. So there we go, our image is now centered roughly. We go from this to this with just a simple code. So now let's code the sidebar. Now all you have to do is copy this header and change the header, paste it and change header to sidebar. Position is going to stay at absolute, but instead of a top of 0, we're going to change it to whatever position we want. So I want my sidebar to meet up exactly at the same corner this header is at. So that would be left 400. I want it about 10 pixels underneath this header, so top will be 10. I usually set my sidebars to 200 pixels in width, but that's up to you. And height will be changed to auto. And we're going to go ahead and save that, close it, and oops, I missed something. Okay, let's see. Oh, top 410, sorry. Let's close it, save it, and there it is, it's positioned. And we're going to do the exact same for the content, except we're going to move that over a little more to the right so that it doesn't overlap the sidebar. Go ahead and copy the sidebar code, replace sidebar with content, and over here we're going to change this left to, let's see, 400 plus 200 is 600, plus 10 would be 610. So we're going to go ahead and, oh wait, let's change the width. Let's see, my image is 800. Let's go with 590 for this. And I just want this to align perfectly so you all see what I'm doing. And there we go. It is now aligned. And let's see. So we're almost done. And I hope you all like these tutorials and find them useful. I know I'm having a hard, or I'm not getting them out as fast as I like to, but I keep getting sick, and I'll try my best to get the next one up as soon as possible. So thank you for watching. If you have any questions, feel free to ask them. Please watch the previous video I posted on comments, because I have not been able to reply to a couple of your comments. So please make sure to check that one out. Thanks for watching. Bye.